What's up everyone, this is KillerVzTwo and this is another how to dominate video. Today I'll be showing you how to dominate Evacuation in Evolve. The guide I'll be showing you here works for both the hunters and the monster. I'm playing as the monster. And another thing I should mention is I am playing against bots. Now I like this game's bots. I think they're relatively smart. They work together good. But I just couldn't find, I tried finding a matchmaking game where I was the monster probably half a dozen times. It kept making me fill in, a bot slot for another team. So I decided just to do it solo. All the stuff I'm going to show you, I can show you perfectly well during solo. This can be done, in solo, in custom, in multiplayer. I'm showing this, like I said in the other Dominate, everything in this game can be boosted, but I figured I'd throw out a couple guides for people, that, like me, don't particularly like to boost and like to get everything, legitimately. So I'm going to be showing you how to, beat Evacuation, essentially. And it's going to seem odd, but I'll explain it as we go. And first things first, you want to lose your first 3 rounds. The first one's always hunt, and then you all vote for the next 2. You want to lose those first 3 with the way this game, auto balances. You'll actually start getting, an advantage here. So basically right now I'm just letting the bots kill me for round 1. Pretty straightforward. I was waiting for them to drop in, and they killed me. Now, the next one I believe is Nest. It doesn't really matter what modes you play, but, I try to always get the 4th match to be Rescue, but we'll get to that. Now, right now it's Nest, and again, it's round 2. You want to lose. I know it's probably sounds counterproductive, but in order to win Evacuation, you actually only need to win the last match. And now you're probably thinking to yourself, oh, well then I can just lose all 4 of the first ones, get a nice auto balance bonus. However, I actually don't recommend losing all 4. I recommend winning round 4 and winning round 5. Well, obviously round 5, because that's how you win the Evacuation, but I don't recommend losing round 4, because them getting the heavy turrets is not worth you getting an extra auto balance. It's much better to have the 2 auto balance and the armored minions. But again, we'll get to that in a bit. So here, you can let them destroy the nests, but again, it's always easier just to die as the monsters. So you find them, just let them start peppering you. And when you're playing against multiplayer, maybe try to fight a little bit, get their, hopes up, maybe not hopes up, but, get them overly confident that you're just a bad monster player, and, hopefully in the last 2 they'll kind of go easy, because they're like, oh, we have this big lead, he's not really doing much, and that sort of thing. But that's really not what we're hoping for, and once I show you after this one, I'll get into more detail of how this is all going to pay off. Because right now you're still probably thinking, oh, I'm just losing, I'm not going to be getting much experience, all that stuff, but do not worry about that. So here, I believe we're playing Hunt again, because I'm trying to, I'm playing with bots, so I get to pick the game mode, but I sincerely recommend if you're playing as the monster, you want the 4th round to be a rescue, and if you're playing as a hunter, you want the 4th round to be probably Nest, because in my opinion, Nest is the easiest game mode for hunters, and Rescue is the easiest game mode for monsters. But again, you're not always going to get that, especially in multiplayer when you have to vote on the maps and stuff. But here in solo, and you can do this in solo, like I said, you can do this in solo, custom. I'm doing it in solo, so I don't have any of the custom amplifiers and stuff helping me out. These bots have just the same stats as a multiplayer team would have. So, there's nothing, no foul play there. And yeah, here, just letting him wipe me again. Right after this, I'll kind of show you how everything's adding up. But really, and like I said, in multiplayer, try to make it look like you're putting up a fight, make it look like you're just bad. That way they really don't expect the huge comeback here. But that's really, if you feel like it, it's not a necessity. It probably really doesn't make that big of a difference, but, you take an edge where you can get it. So here's where everything's lining up now. They have a lot more, the survivors saved and killed has nothing to do with on how you win. That's just an experience thing. Now here you see it's auto-balanced 3 towards the monster. That means you do more damage. Now, round 4 is going to be starting. Like I said, I like rescue for monsters, and I like nest if you're playing as the hunters. You want to win this one, because if you lose this one, sure, when you go into defend, you have 4 auto balances in your favor. However, they have upgraded turrets, which are a pain in the ass. Whereas if you win this one, you only have 2 auto balance instead of 4, but they do not have the armored turrets, and you have armored minions. So that's it. You know, I definitely take a map effect over a couple auto balances, definitely. Especially those two. Those are the most powerful auto balance, those are the most powerful map effects in my opinion. So, you know, you kind of bank up auto balance here, and then you try to win this one. Right now I'm just killing the survivor. Right there. And basically for rescue, as a monster, Wraith's a good one, Kraken's also a good one. Fast monsters, you basically just race as fast as you can to them, and just try to kill them before they even get them up. As soon as someone comes within, like, you know, view of them, or like 100 yards, whatever it is, their health starts to automatically go down anyway. But also, if you get there first, you know, you got this free time to just start wailing on them. So yeah, you basically just zip around, killing them, really trying to be faster. They get this one up just because the pet trap draw is pretty fast. But it doesn't really make much of a difference. You have to kill 5, they have to rescue 5. So even if this one was 5, it would not have been a big deal, but who doesn't? Kill them easy enough. Especially since you, as of right now in this round, you have 3 auto balances in your favor, so you're doing a pretty hefty amount of bonus damage. Here, just kind of wipe them, and then immediately the next group shows up. And you just want to zip over there as fast as you can. Again, if you're playing as one of the fast... Here, I'm just getting some armor. But if you're playing as one of the fast monsters, you can get there well before they do. And kind of wipe them again, just like that. Kind of ignoring the hunters, just zipping through, trying to keep as much of your armor up as you can. Again, you do not want to die, because if the monster dies, they win the round. Sure, you'll have the 4 auto balances, but those heavy turrets outweigh that, definitely. And you definitely want the armored minions for the final round. And like I said, the final round is really the only one that matters. You can lose all 4 of the first rounds and just win the defend round, and you win evacuation. Simple as that. But here, I use Supernova just to kill them, because they're sitting there using their healing beam. You know, bots. I've played against bots that are dumb. I assume it's some sort of randomized, you know, intelligence thing. I played with bots that are dumb. I played with bots that are, you know, work very well as a team. So, I mean, it does a good job of kind of randomizing, making you feel like you're playing with multiplayer people. I just went with the default classes. I wanted to change as little as possible, you know, just to show you this can be done, you know, in multiplayer with whatever groups. You know, I didn't pick what I feel like are the worst hunters to play this against, that kind of thing. So this all carries over multiplayer. You know, I've done it in multiplayer, I just haven't recorded it in multiplayer. You know, gotta go test my theories before I do them. And like I said, I just couldn't quite get the matchmaking to go in my favor. Put me on the hunter team, going to bot space, you know, halfway through evacuation, that kind of thing. And again, survivors and killed only affect experience. Here you'll see I dropped an auto balance, but they don't have armored turrets, and I have armored minions, which is, like I said, better than the auto balancing. And now here, I do switch up my monster. I feel Wraith is the worst monster to play defend with. I either go with Kraken or Goliath. I usually go with Goliath just for the extra armor and health. And I do like his moves do a lot of damage to stuff. But Kraken's also very good. Sit back and kind of snipe the turrets and the generator. Wraith doesn't have very good attacks against them. So here, you know, gather up armor. You're going to have plenty of time. Just keep in mind, your auto balance to do more damage, and you have armored minions. So take the beginning time to, you know, armor up. Really, anytime you can, armor up for this, just to give yourself that little bit of extra advantage. Your minions can last longer, because they don't have great turrets, and they're armored. So just kind of go around killing some easy wildlife right at the beginning. Armor up, and then hurry on over. You want to focus, anytime you get to a generator, kill the turrets first. That's 2 less things doing damage to you and the minions. With Goliath and Kraken, they can be taken out pretty easily. Here, I'm just throwing rocks, I'm doing the leap smash and charge and stuff. You know, they'll be, once you take out the turrets, you really only have 4 people, you know, doing damage to 2 minions and you. And at this point, I kind of pop away just because my minions died. But like I said, you'll have plenty of time. And look, it's already like a 1/5 of the way down. Go back, get some armor, always keeping yourself alive, try not to take any health damage, because that doesn't regen unless you have, you know, buff. So just kind of hanging back, eating, waiting for stuff. And like I said, all this works for hunters. You know, you lose the first 3, you win that one, preferably by playing Nest and just going around and killing all the nests real quick. And then for this, you have the 2 auto balances and the better turrets, and you just kind of really sit back, try to protect the turrets, and harass the monster. You know, hopefully you win defend. So here the minions are back, and I immediately just start pounding the generator. They're trying to go after them, I come rushing right in. You can do a lot of damage. Your minions will focus on it unless they're taking, until they get down to like 5th health, they just focus on the generator, which is good and bad. They will not go after turrets at all, and if the enemies get them down to 1/5 health, they will stop hitting the generator, but I like how they just focus on the generator. It's very good, because then even you can distract, you know, the hunters while they attack, all kinds of things. Once you take out the first one, immediately rush over. They're going to be right with you. The monster's always faster. Just immediately get over there, try to take out the turrets, you know, as fast as you can. Here, I kind of whiff. But you take out the turrets, and then you just start pounding the generator, because you're going to have plenty of time here. They're not going to be regrouped. They're not going to be on you. These bots particularly were slow. Players would be a little faster than this, but I win with so much extra time left that, you know, even if they'd have got here sooner, it would not have made a difference. So you just start really pounding this as much as you can, and basically you do the same thing. Once this one's done, you just, you know, sprint to the very last one. And the last one has 4 turrets, so you absolutely need to get rid of. 4 turrets will do a lot of damage. Here you do the same thing, just kind of moving as fast as you can, you know, making your way to the final generator. I guess it's not even really a generator, it's like some sort of tether or elevator shaft-like thing. But take out the turrets, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, go around, take those out first, don't focus on the generator. I get a couple, you know, area of effect hits in and stuff. As the bots are trying to catch up, and as, you know, my minions are getting here. And then, basically, once that's done, I mean, you can look, I still have 10 minutes. You just really wail on this thing. Again, humans would probably focus more on you, and the minions like they are here. But again, as long as you don't die, you should have plenty of time with these armored minions doing damage and stuff. I mean, here, I could have been playing much more conservatively. I beat it with like still 9 minutes or something left. Maybe like 8.5, can't quite remember. But, you know, you can run away, come back a lot more. And with this guy, he's got his rock throw. You can hit it from a distance, which I actually think I do right here. Yeah. Smack it from a distance, does a lot of damage. The minions are over there, they're armored, they're sitting there smacking the generator while they're taking damage. And I win this thing really hands down. Like I said, no bonuses other than the auto balance, which just comes from playing Evacuation, you lose in the first couple, and the armored minion bonus, which you just get for winning, you know, round 4. And there you have it. That's how you win Evacuation. As you can see, it wasn't very hard. Was playing against bots, but it works against human players. It works whether you're playing as the monster or the hunters. All kinds of stuff. And, you know, here's just the little after action. And winning the last 2, you know, you do end up killing a lot. Here, it's not banking up much, but then a win there and a win there, you do get a significant experience bonus anyway. And that's basically what you have. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you next time.